Welcome back to Hot Topics TV / BrainFLoTv. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Is Drake still good in LA and Miami? Is Drake, rapper, singer Drake, artist Drake, mega superstar Drake, is he still good in Miami and LA? The reason why I'm asking Miami and LA is because obviously They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. It's a diss track to Drake. When they were going back and forth, it's justifiable. It went off, it took off, and now it's taking on a life of its own. Yeah. And They Not Like Us has a deeper message, and you gotta listen to the song. It really separates. And if you think about how Kendrick approached this, Kendrick approached that from some Hebrew Israelite standpoint. Don't let that part go over your head. Hebrew Israelite standpoint. Now, with that being said, I'm saying Miami now because of what happened in Canada to Rick Ross. But not only what happened in Canada to Rick Ross, but the way that Drake responded to it. So they were celebrating National Canadian or National Canada Day, and you know, Drake puts up a video where he was bigging up Canada and saying happy Canada Day or International Canada Day, something like that, right? All patriotic about Canada, and that's all good. But that smirk that he did, it wasn't placed properly, and it could be read the wrong way. Take for instance, right? The whole time Kendrick been going at Drake and They Not Like Us blowing up and people stomping in the streets, making up all kinds of dances to They Not Like Us. We didn't see or hear from Drake. We didn't even know where he was at. He's not performing at any shows. He's not showing up to any red carpet events. He is nowhere to be found. BET Awards just happened. He was not there. He was nowhere at any of the events. Drake just went underground. Until Rick Ross got hit up in Canada. And then you show up trying to act like it's about National Canada Day with that smirk. There are some people out there who might take that the wrong way. I said this yesterday on a video. This could turn into a Canada versus USA beef. See, them dudes that put hands on Rick Ross and his security guards over in Canada, what they weren't looking at is that Drake makes a lot of his money being in the USA. Also, if you look at it, right, if it becomes unsafe in the USA for Drake to be here, which it could, because no matter how big your security guard is, there's always ways to get to you. And then he'll start living in a paranoid bubble if people are really, really out to get him. Listen, I lived through the Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls era. I saw what it did when it separated the coasts. East Coast versus West Coast. This is a new one. This is a country versus another country. Now, the last thing you need is to piss off a bunch of Americans. Because you know how Americans are. We're spoiled, rotten, rambunctious, aggressive. You name all the names you could think about. And yeah, everybody has bad man and everybody has gangster this and gangster that. But you got to understand this. Unless Drake is out here moving with people who are tapped in here, it could get bad for him. It could get bad for him. Now, the question of the day is he still good in LA? And is he still good in Miami? I'm not from LA. I'm not tapped in to street politics in LA. Matter of fact, let's make this very clear. I am a civilian. I am associated with the United States military. That's it. I am not a street ninja. I'm not hood gangster, nothing. So I can't speak on if he is good in LA, so to speak. Kendrick Lamar is tapped in, and that's no secret. You can't change where you were born and raised and where you come from and the people who you grew up with. You can't change that. That's history. A lot of those people are still actively out there, banging, repping hard. And the funny thing or the messed up thing is, Kendrick Lamar doesn't have to say anything. He probably wouldn't even want any kind of beef with Drake. He would probably tell everybody, yo, leave him alone. I'm not into that. But just off the strength of, it could get ugly. You know, it's always those people who, yo, I did this for, why you trying to disrespect my city? Why you trying to disrespect my flag? Why you trying to disrespect my gang? Why you trying to disrespect my... It could get ugly. Now, as far as Miami goes with Rick Ross, I was raised in Miami. Jamaican by background. Lived in Miami most of my life. Did all my schooling in Miami. Again, I'm not from the streets. But I do know this. There are certain people in that city who the city itself has a different level of respect for. Because they feed a lot of people in that city. They put on a lot of people in that city. You know what put somebody on means? They gave them a car to run with. They financed the business that they started that blew up for them. They put them on. They're good because of them. So these people owe allegiance. And I'm talking about in the streets as well as in the corporate world, as well as in business. From mom and pops all the way up. So asking if he's good in LA and Miami, we'll have to wait to find out. But what I say is Drake should have never put that video out and did that smirk. And although he was bigging up Canada on Canada's National Day, wrong timing. Wrong timing. He should have came on and did it more, you know, Happy Canada Day, everybody. You know, you haven't seen me in a while. I'm chilling though, I'm good. You know, I'm taking a break from all this because sometimes you got to do that. I'm here doing a hookah and just relaxing. And then sing the song, the reggae song that was playing in the background that you were singing. I think he was playing Sizzler, African Woman, You're the One I Adore. Which, that's a whole nother topic of discussion. African Woman, You're the One I Adore. Right. Anyhow, we'll see how this plays out. Because I know for sure that this could play out looking like you sent people. You sent shots. And that's why Rick Ross got people put their hands on him because of you. You called that shot and now you smirking in the video like you trying to tell people that I don't have to do much. I call shots for real and I just sit back and watch it happen. Might not be true. And I don't even think it is true. But there are people out here who are crashing out who might think that that is exactly how it went down. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So we're going to leave this one right here and we'll see in the future if Drake is good in Miami, if Drake is good in LA. Somebody said, so where was all the energy when Drake's house was getting shot up? Drake's house is in Canada. Rick Ross is in the USA. Whoever was shooting up Drake's house was in Canada shooting up Drake's house. Now, if he was getting shot at in the US, there would be a whole different story. Then we would have to be like, whoa, whoa. But Drake got beef with other people. Yeah, go check out our video that we did where we talked about, what's his name that sings? I forgot his name. Drake got beef with other people. It ain't just with Rick Ross. And it ain't just with Kendrick Lamar. But that's their beef. And I'm not going to speak on their beef any more than what's been said. Right? We'll leave this one right here for now, though. And we'll see how it plays out in the future. Fingers crossed, we don't get to see another Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls situation play out again. I'll catch y'all in the next video. It's Hot Topics TV / BrainFLoTv. You already know if the topic is good and hot, we're on it. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.